Welcome to the loop.
Kyle! I didn't do it. It was you.
I just turned it up to the normal level.
That was not the normal level.
Internet is broke.
Oh, my ears.
Sorry about that, everybody.
That was not the
normal level, Eric.
I can't hear anyone.
If your eardrums are also broken like ours.
It wasn't me. I had it at the same volume I always have it, at the very top of what the iPad does.
I have this I always thought I had it at. It's like 2. Oh, it's way up. Sorry. That was my fault.
Now it's way down.
I mean, try it now. Let's see if we got. Oh, my head instantly hurts.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, my.
I actually had a headache earlier. I'm glad that's gone now.
Oh, I had a headache earlier.
I solved
and now
your headache?
It's back.
Actually, no. Yeah, you blew the headache out of my head.
Nice.
Welcome to The Loop, a talk show about video games where we don't respect your hearing.
Yes.
We would like to just wreck your eardrums.
Mess
Make
it
sure you
up.
put in those earbuds.
What was that?
We would like blood to be streaming out of your ear holes before the end of this show.
It's close.
Just clean it out and just keep listening.
Yeah, I got a little blood in there.
Ow. Oliver says, glad I'm late. You should be glad.
Be glad.
It was painful.
Sure, you're gonna blame it on your kid this time, aren't you?
Your kid saves
I
your
tell
ears.
ya.
That's true.
It was a magical
Kid
moment.
saved your eardrums.
This magic moment
No,
when your
It's not-
lips were close to mine.
please don't.
So
I
anyway,
mean, I feel like that's stretch.
Kyle,
pretty
Jeremy.
It's because I didn't think of it
Jeremy,
That's true.
Trevor wants you to kiss him, is what he's saying.
for the
Magic
ratings.
moment.
It's for the ratings.
Ooh, we always get ratings. When you want better ratings, you introduce a gay character.
At 1 million subscribers, maybe.
1 million
All
subscribers.
right, guys.
A million. Make it happen.
Jeremy will kiss Trevor
The
on the
tub
man
goes
lips.
homoerotic.
Someone put that on Twitter so we were reminded.
Pin it.
Clip it.
Here we go.
Yes.
Pin it and clip it.
Clip the
Oliver says he's late because of cake.
That's a good reason to be late, I
Cake
suppose.
is. I mean, cake,
Decent.
I guess it
sometimes
depends on the
good.
cake. What kind of cake?
I mean, I want a
would make
real,
you late?
I want a real moist,
Real
cake.
moist cake. Yeah, it's got to be a moist cake.
If it's a dry cake, I don't want that dry cake. I want that
No dry cake.
Oh, dry cake is great. Well,
moist cake.
Moist.
yeah,
Moist.
and it needs to have frosting.
Moist. I could do cake without frosting all
Yeah,
As long as it's
a
moist.
moist cake.
As long as it's moist, I don't need frosting.
Like tres leche.
I don't know what that is, but if
Yeah,
it's
what
moist,
is that?
You don't know what it is?
It's
milky.
I eat American cake. I
It's
don't
a
know.
milky
so
cake.
it's I don't know.
Wow,
Free milk.
that is terrible of you. You've never had tres leche?
You're gonna ask
There's
me
3
again,
different milks.
and I've already told you.
We've
Yeah,
already
so-
told you no.
3
I've
different
not.
milks. Yeah, it's
So it's
kinda
cow milk. It's
caramelized
got cow milk. It's got goat milk.
and
It's got human
breast
milk.
Oliver says
Yeah.
it's moist. Now stop it.
Moist.
He said he had square tiramisu cake.
Oh yeah, that would definitely be moist.
Oh, moist.
Such a moist cake.
I love moist cake. Welcome to the moistest talk show.
We are in a tub.
Tub show.
Yeah. We're in a
about-
tub. What did you expect to happen to
I
your
mean,
cake?
we're the loot tonight, but
Welcome.
we are still men in a tub.
Yes. Welcome
Yeah.
to the Loop, a talk show about moist.
Cakes.
Is there a game? Is there a game out there that's just called Moist?
No.
I bet there is, but we
Video
probably shouldn't play it.
game.
Jeremy's going to Google
I don't want
that.
to see this.
Moist.
Knuckle Deep Productions presents
There's
Moist.
Moist Meter is the name of the game.
Moist meter.
There's a few different. Well, that's
Or
what
does
it
that
looks
just
like.
mean
Oh, no,
that
that's
there is a
just-
moist
No,
meter
that's
in
a
the game?
channel.
Oh, that's a channel. They don't even
Forget that
Boo.
name. We don't promote other channels here.
Yeah, stop ruining things.
Yeah, we do too. If
stop.
they're nice to us.
Well, we do.
Why would
the
you
only,
act like we don't?
the only
Why are you being so rude?
Yeah, we like community,
we like us,
but we like our community
and we like
best.
Joey's World Tour.
Yeah,
And Joey's World
yeah.
Tour.
That's the only one we happily.
Joey,
promote.
come on our show and talk to us about moist cake.
Actually, just come on and if you would just be in the corner of the screen eating food, it
Yeah,
would be cool.
Just the whole time.
Come with the latest eatery that you found,
We just hear that.
and just eat in the corner while we do our show.
Joey, we. Oh man.
Maybe we should just always do that. We should just bring up a Joey video and have
Just have it in the
looping
corner. And occasionally,
Yeah, go to Joey's World Tour on
yeah.
YouTube.
Be a
and-
throw-
welcome to the chat, Dungeon Master Paul. He says Trev Dog promotes xenophobia,
Yeah.
and he approves.
Moist xenophobia.
Moist.
Is there any other kind?
No, I don't think so.
Dry
Boy.
Well, again, it's good to be back here at the Loop, keeping you in the loop. And, we're here to talk about video games. One video game, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of releases lately that we've all been playing. But I think, we played a lot of the pirate game this weekend, wasn't it? Just this last weekend?
It feels like
Yeah.
it was forever ago.
I mean, they just randomly say, "Hey, we're doing another stress test, so jump on board." And we did that. We set our sails and we sailed the seven seas.
want to
were
welcome
a
Crystal
bunch of
Breaker
blood-
21 to the chat.
Welcome.
Thank you
Welcome.
to
Click
the
that
chat.
heart.
Hey.
Is it moist in the chat?
Get the heart. If you want to get it moist in here, click that heart. So yeah,
Anyway.
that's that game is so good. It's out
Yeah.
the 20th of March. It's March tomorrow. That's
It's
exciting.
March in like 3 hours.
that's exciting.
4 hours.
Oddly
no,
enough,
3 hours.
I feel like they did some sort of weird joke because, I think all of our characters were similar, or maybe I don't know. At least mine.
They
was.
were all old.
But yeah, they were all old, especially Jeremy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jeremy's looked like he was an old man who had bitter beer face almost. Maybe it was just that he didn't have any teeth.
have any teeth. Gar. I was. All our characters were old men, and it was fine.
Yours wasn't.
Mine had gray hair.
Big
His was-
dude.
yeah.
But
His
he's
was
so
still old.
big.
Yeah.
There aren't big old dudes.
No,
Yeah.
he wasn't like.
You may get.
All
The rest of
old
us
dudes
were all
are
like
small.
the same, like frail-looking old dude.
I mean, it
and-
knew me. It was just
yeah.
like, well, you're old and you're large.
Speak for
Muscular.
yourself. I was an admiral.
That's
I
true.
had the coat
You
and the
were
hat
a
to
lush,
prove
is
it.
what you were. A moist lush.
That's the only thing Kyle does well in the game is drink.
No, I did not do that much of it. But it does annoy Jeremy when you
Oh
drink
boy,
on the
if you
ship.
if you drink, Jeremy's like Jeremy's
figured
like
it out. I
the
figured it
Amish
out.
police on your boat.
Kyle's like, I don't need to go get supplies. Jeremy's doing it. I'll just go
That's
drink.
true.
But the funny thing is, I love Jeremy. Jeremy plays that game like with this just vendetta for supplies. Like he's
Oh
just
my.
like he's like, we
That's
got to get all the supplies. We got to get them.
It's the
And
whole
then-
loot mentality for
But
them.
what's funny is we never use any of them. And
No,
so
we
it's
never
like we need 100 of everything, and it's like you're like Noah's Ark of bad
had-
supplies.
We're gonna have enough. That's
we
the
had
deal.
like a great session on a Friday night. We played for like 7 straight hours.
We did,
so
didn't
good.
we?
It was like 7 straight hours, and
we
we
were-
didn't even make a dent into all those supplies
That's
that
'cause
Jeremy
I kept
got at the very
refilling.
beginning.
But
I
yet you're
kept
still bitter
refilling.
that Kyle was drinking instead of grabbing supplies.
And we didn't even hardly touch the stuff.
grabbing supplies?
We were the terror of those seas too.
Oh, our ship was
man.
so
We
beat
kept
up.
the ship though the entire time.
There were so many cannon
Except-
holes and
right? We didn't lose our ship at all.
The closest time
No, we
we
didn't
got
sink
to
it.
losing our ship was
Oh yeah. Okay, preface it. We had stored 3 barrels of gunpowder down by the brig,
Yep.
and they put me in the brig.
They were
we
by
had
the
your
brig,
permission.
okay?
I know. I did give you permission to jail me.
we put Eric in the brig. It was a great series of events. So
Yep,
we put
so-
Eric in the brig. I would
I of course went down to taunt him.
yes, of course.
Kyle of course came down to taunt him, or at least watch me taunt
but
him.
I didn't taunt him in the way that you taunted him.
I came down there for half a second and I was like, "Oh, that's funny." And then I went up to make sure the boat wasn't going to go crashing into something.
So I took my sword and went on the jail cell. You know,
Yeah, that's
I
not
mean,
entirely what happened.
That's pretty much what happened. I looked at him and I went whack whack on the jail cell.
And your sword hit the
There happened to be gunpowder right next to
caused
me,
a
I
spark.
guess. And
and we blew up the
blew up.
bottom of the ship. We did patch it, but I died.
Eric dies.
Yeah.
because we all three died because of the
Yep.
explosion.
Yeah.
But Eric dies.
So Trevor is saving the ship while we're trying.
I alone was left with the responsibility.
But I think the
of
best
saving
part is I respawned in the brig
so-
while the boat was sinking, so I was drowning because I could not get my head above
And we
water.
didn't let you out until we saved
And
the
we
ship.
had to save the ship. We couldn't go into that pause menu to let you out.
We couldn't save him because he had to serve a
Oh, yeah, it
minimum
was minimum.
sentence.
And the minimum
was it?
sentence
Yeah.
was like right after we finished
Yeah.
getting the water out.
So yeah.
That was pretty good.
So, note to all of you that are going to play Sea of Thieves, do not lock someone in the bottom of the ship and then explode a barrel of gunpowder next to them.
I mean, unless you want them to die.
because
multiple
it makes
times.
it that much more difficult to save your ship.
What if you did that and then you guys voted to scuttle the boat? We should try that.
Well, what's the difference? Oh, if you put someone in the brig and then,
And then
scuttle-
I am
scuttle the
sure
boat.
that if
Yeah.
you
They
scuttle
would,
the
like,
boat,
drown.
they'll just respawn in the new boat.
yeah.
That's true.
But that is a great game. It's just like a game that's just waiting for these untold stories to happen, and like you just, it's such a create your own adventure type
I
of
actually
game.
like
and
how they
it's just
did the betas and the alphas because they didn't leave the same thing open and available. all
they
the
changed
time.
a lot. Like
Yeah,
the
so
thing
you got
Kyle
a
was
little
most
taste.
upset about is you couldn't get extra grog in this last one.
Yeah,
They-
you
they
couldn't
cut-
get grog at the actual bar.
They cut him off. Is
But
what
you
they
could
did.
out of your boat.
You could out of your boat, but it was only one barrel worth. That was reason enough to scuttle the boat.
We need more grog.
We need more grog. Scuttle.
I like. There's a story to that we're talking about tonight that I almost broke into because we're talking about this, but I guess I'll wait. But it's just the attention to detail in this game and what they've done with it is really impressive. I keep having this sense of dread that like, what if it's like the Destiny betas and this is all we get? Like once it comes out and that's the whole game. Like I'll still have some fun with it, but I feel like there needs to be more to it, and there's got to be. I think it's just they've kind of
There's
Kraken.
There's gotta be more.
There's got to be.
I mean, there's stuff that we weren't able to do in the different betas because, like you were saying when we were playing on Friday, there were no bottles that you could go find any
Found one
messages.
We
late,
did end up
but
finding those, yeah.
not.
Did-
yeah.
They were pretty rare though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trevi91 asks, is it on console? It's on. It's
Xbox.
on Xbox and it's on PC only. It's a Xbox. Xbox
Microsoft
exclusive. Yeah, Microsoft now, which means PC and Xbox. It's the most moist game you can play. That's all I gotta
Because
say.
it's
on the water
essentially
so much,
all
yeah.
water
yeah,
based.
a lot. You can get very moist in that game, especially if you sink your ship.
Yeah.
It's
Or get eaten by a
terrifying.
shark.
It is
Actually,
true.
it's terrifying if you fall off the boat and the boat keeps going.
Because you don't realize how fast those boats
It's
go.
it's a little terrifying
Yeah.
because you're essentially just kind of lost there.
Yeah.
Like and the sea feels really big as you are trying to swim back to the
Hey,
boat.
Trevi, if you want to watch it, we do have a stream up on
We do.
YouTube right now that we did on the not the last, but
I
the
feel
one
like
before
we
the
streamed
last.
it more than once.
No, we just
Oh,
did.
just the
we
one
did it
time.
once.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll have
Once it's
more
out, it's not out till
streams.
March 20th, and I'm sure we'll do more streams then. I don't know why we didn't stream the last playthrough. I think we
'Cause
just
we-
wanted to have fun.
Probably because
we
we
streamed for
wanted to
7
play.
hours.
Yeah, 7 hours and not have to
Played
answer
for
people's
7
questions.
hours
I don't know.
yeah, it was a. I didn't. Did we really play?
We
it?
played,
It was so
we
long.
played
I
from like
I was
6:30
so-
until like 1:30.
Oh my
Because
goodness!
we've not done a long stream
It
like
was
that for a long time.
it was almost a full work day.
It was.
And
we
we
put in a
didn't-
full day at sea.
We didn't even truly fight.
Yeah.
So I mean that says something.
We all got irritated
played-
at different points, but
we
you know,
played that long in a game and didn't have any rage quitting. So
Yeah.
this is a win.
Yeah. Let's jump into the games that are releasing this week, shall we? Oh wait, did you guys want to talk about Metal Gear Survive at all?
I mean,
I
I've been playing.
I think
it.
we kind of talked about it last week. Didn't
Okay.
we? Or,
You guys
I mean,
been playing it?
I've played it more this week than I did last week because
And to call it Subnautica Above Ground is too
It's-
too derivative. It's not quite that.
kind of
I
Some
don't,
crafting though. You have to
Yeah.
craft oxygen tanks.
in a very general sense, yes.
it would be that with zombies.
Hey, I dislike taxes is back, and he says,
Hey,
in this
how's it
corner
going?
we got white headphones. Then we got a Keemstar. Then we got the Fall Guy, and the returning champ, blue Christmas sweater, wearing
right.
a Boba Fett hoodie.
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't keep the theme.
But
well,
hey,
it's still Star Wars.
you remembered from last week.
yes.
So
Thank you for returning.
Thank you for returning. So Jeremy, you've been playing it. Trevor's been playing it. It's fun enough to keep your attention.
I like survival games, so I feel like that's a big preface. I like those extremely punishing games that you're like why would anybody ever enjoy this? For some reason, I enjoy those. So I like this game a lot. It's got a nice like refreshing I like that you go in your home base and then you just venture out into this
It's
the
it's
dust,
brutal
as they say.
though,
Oh, it's so brutal. It's made me so mad on so many occasions.
because
'Cause-
when you die, you lose everything. I mean,
Uh-huh.
there's a few ways you can
like Minecraft
revive,
then.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, in a-
yeah.
You can store stuff, right? Or you can't even store stuff.
You can store stuff, but like
You lose anything you picked up on that mission if you
Yeah.
died before returning back to base.
Oh, okay.
and it's saves.
like Minecraft.
I don't know. I've done the go back to the saves before. I have not tried the just go back to base yet.
Minecraft.
So if
But-
you just go back to base, you have a limited number of those that you can do.
Okay.
Similar to there's like those like pills you get,
Mm-hmm.
and you can find them in certain loots that'll allow you to revive yourself a
Mm-hmm.
certain amount of times. But it gave me I did it once to go back to base because I didn't want to lose all of the actual game progression. I lost all my loot, but I didn't lose
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
the game progression. But it gave this big warning that said it didn't tell me how many. It just said there are a limited number of times you can do this. Basically, is what it
Okay.
said.
So you lose the stuff. You can't go pick it up though.
I think I can, but I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't find it.
Okay. That's fine. I just was wondering about that because I was like, do I lose all that loot or do I just lose?
I think
some
it puts it
progression?
in a crate where you where
That's
you
cool.
died. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's move on.
Yep.
Maybe.
Games of the week. We know you can't wait to get your grubby little hands on them.
Kuiper's falling asleep at the wheel
It's
over
okay.
there.
It's okay. It was abrupt. I get it. All right, this first game that's coming out is coming out on the 28th. That would be today. That's Darkest Dungeon. It's on Xbox One. That recently released on the Nintendo Switch. And it released on PC years ago. Not years ago, but at least a year ago.
long
Maybe
time
maybe
ago.
2 years ago.
It could have been 2 years. ago.
Yeah. Then on March 6th, we got a whole slew. The rest of these games are all out on March 6th. We got Bravo Team on PSVR. I'm assuming that's a military-style shooter.
It's a great picture there for it. Tells me a lot about the game.
Bravo Team.
What
Yeah,
did you
that
want
means
me
you're
to-
the second team. You're not.
I
the
wanted to
first
see a
team.
screenshot.
Yeah.
That
What-
means you're number two.
That's
Looks like
'cause
it's a
you're the
VR
poop
game.
team.
That's because Alpha Team died.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're going in to save them, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That alpha
what
team.
about Delta?
Then we got Final Fantasy
number 4.
Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition is coming out to PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Is this the third edition of this game that they've released?
I don't know for sure. I know they keep updating it. This PC version, I know if you pre-order it, you get all kinds of weird stuff. Like you get like you get a dress as the Half-Life dude.
Yeah.
What's his face?
Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman.
I saw something today.
And then you get
there's
a
Sims
Sims
one.
llama suits that you get to dress up in. There's just like a bunch of random things that they're giving away. But at least, hey, it's a good benefit to purchase it on the PC if you have not played this game. I enjoyed the game. I mean, some people didn't like the characters, but I think it's pretty good. If you're curious if you like it at all, totally download the free version of it on iOS store, which is like real cartoony characters, but it is literally the whole game. So if you want to check it out, you could do that.
That's cool.
Touch controls though. So.
Check it out.
What were you say, Trevor? Sorry if I cut you off.
I'm sorry. I just the tragedy. I really want to like this game, but I didn't really enjoy it. I love all the work they did, and there's like this incredible craftsmanship, so it makes me kind of sad that I can't really appreciate it. But maybe someday I'll try it again.
I mean, the fighting's a little hacky slashy, I guess, for
That's
a
what
RPG.
The fighting got annoying to me.
But I just the more like I don't remember if you played any of the early Final Fantasy games, like starting with like I'm thinking like 7 and maybe 8, and like when you have the. Well, I just almost called it the Patronus. It's not Harry Potter. I forgot what they were called now. Holy cow! It's
Limit breaks?
what are when you summon the summons? Right? Is that what they're called? The summons.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's like the summons that you can get on here are just out of this world, ridiculous and huge, and just these giant things come in and destroy your enemies, and it's really fun as you start to level up and earn those things. I don't know. It's a good game. I enjoyed it a lot, but yeah, I could totally sympathize with not enjoying the combat. Frantics comes out on PS4. This is all, as I said, all these are March 6th. I'm not sure exactly what this game is.
It looks
so.
frantic.
It looks almost like it's like a claymation kind of platformy.
It
kinda
looks like it
deal.
should be
I
on
don't know.
Nintendo.
Well, it's on PS4, so sorry.
There you go.
Then also we have Scribblenauts Showdown. This looks like it's a new Scribblenauts coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. So if you like to type nouns into a keyboard, you're going to enjoy this. I feel like the Switch would be a good place to get
That's
it
what I was
you
thinking,
could
yeah.
at least type on the keyboard on the handheld.
I got it on my phone a long time. I got a Scribblenauts game on my phone a long time, and I didn't really like. I hate touch controls.
Yeah, it's.
so,
I mean,
yeah.
I like this game to just. I would usually just go into the free play mode and just type things in like drunk giant elephant and then angry elephant with a gun, and then it would like just come in and murder me, and I'd have a little chuckle, and I'd
I liked making like evil god fight like good devil or something
Yeah.
like that.
You can put in a lot of like really
Yeah.
cool things that you wouldn't expect it to figure out.
What day
and
was
it
this?
does.
I want this game. I feel like.
And I don't know what.
March 6th. We've said that a couple
Yeah,
times.
all
I
these
need
are
this
out on
game.
March.
Gosh, Jeremy, listen.
I know, right?
All of them. March 6th.
Hopefully it's got some of the charm of those originals. Then Fear Effect Sedna, I'm thinking is maybe how you pronounce this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sedna.
I mean, if it looks like a good game for like if you like to take your money and just stick it in a toilet and flush it, then go for this one. March 6th. I love to judge games by screenshots.
What is it even about?
I don't know. It's about anime character one, and
Look at the five shot, the 5 o'clock shadow guy wearing his
Ooh.
like
He looks so.
puffy coat.
then they got Faux Hawk guy,
Manly.
and then the two sexy ladies with guns.
Yeah.
And then there's
Wait, is there three? Is there three ladies? I can't.
no. Then there's
No,
the Sinister.
there's a bump there. That's a guy.
What are you talking about?
The one on the left. I
How does
almost
that
couldn't
look like
tell.
a lady? Why could you not tell?
Well, other than the little.
It looks
chin
exactly
fur,
like a
but,
man, and he has a beard, Jeremy.
There's chin fur. That's all there is.
I'm just-
What's Lara Croft doing there?
Yeah, I don't know. It's anime Croft. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyways,
It's a plausible real-time tactical action game.
it's what plausible?
Plausible.
I thought you said
plausible.
This is going to happen.
I guess.
it's a plausible game. You'll enjoy it because of its realism.
Yeah, from Hong Kong to Greenland through Inuit mythology and with new partners.
Oh, you're
will you
actually
dare
reading
to
it. I
face
thought you were
the
making that
spirit
up.
world once again.
All right.
Lara Croft's always up to face the spirit world.
Well, I don't know.
Welcome to chat, Ronan.
Yeah, welcome.
Hey,
Hey,
Trevor, I think you should get this game and stream it for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah.
The whole game.
I would love to do that.
it's a new series by Trevor.
Trev Dog
Fear Effect.
Fear Effect.
Sedna.
Sizzling. It's the moistest stream ever.
I'd
Came
much
up
rather.
with that name, Sidna, or is it a name? I
Sedna.
don't.
I assume
Sedna,
there's something
Sidna.
to
There's
it.
something to it, I'm
It's
sure.
probably the place they're at.
Or maybe it's
I don't know.
one of the
They look
people's
like-
names.
They look like they're. I don't. Are they on a moon? I don't know.
Hey, don't judge Trev Dog's name.
Sedna is a large
You
minor
spelt
planet
it wrong anyways. It's D-A-W-G.
So
It's
they
a planet.
They are.
on the outer reaches of the solar system. That
Boom!
was-
I knew they were in space.
It's in space.
I mean, they're not properly prepared.
Bowie in
But wait, the guy on the right. That's one of the. That's one of the.
It's Zod. It is
well,
Zod. It
yeah,
does.
It is General Zod.
Well, I figured it was like
Kneel before him.
almost like one of his guys that came with him. But yeah,
Guys
Yes,
that
it is.
came with him.
Well, all the,
One of the other
one of the other
Kryptonians.
one.
Like
yeah,
a crypto crony.
Exactly. Yeah. So
All right.
go.
No, it's not waifus in space. Yeah. I'm not gonna.
I just like Texas. Trev Dog is a great name.
Ask him what BD stands for.
It's so good.
Follow him on
Guess in
Twitter.
the chat.
It definitely wasn't something I was just given in high school.
D-A-W-G. Dog.
Yeah, because I was real cool back then. Yeah.
Just
BD.
follow him on Twitter at TrevDogBD.
Yep. And then ask him.
No, it's stupid. But
You know what I figured? I told my wife the other night, I was like, I figured out what BD could also mean for me when I'm just thinking about like the acronym, not related to you in any way, but I was just sitting and I was like, I was just in my head put these two words together and I was like, oh, BD. And then I thought of Trevor after the fact, but I was at I'll say an undisclosed location restaurant that was of the buffet type, and there was this terrible family that were like sitting right next to us, and it was like I don't know, the mom and dad and a bunch of little kids, right? And they're just unruly and making a mess and making noise and like just like the worst stereotype ever that you could imagine. And I was like, buffet deterrent. And then I was like, these people are buffet deterrents.
Are they?
Yeah, like me, I was like, I would not want. I don't ever want to come to a buffet again because I feel gross for wanting to be at a place that these people want to be, because they were just so unruly and disgusting that I just, anyways, buffet deterrent. That's your acronym of the
Body
week.
detergent.
Body dog. Let's jump into the news, shall we, Keemstar?
Keeping you in the loop with the latest gaming news.
That's right. We're keeping you in the loop with the latest gaming news. You thought maybe we were done with our moist conversation about the Sea of Thieves, but we're getting right back into it with this story from Eurogamo. Eurogami.
Eurogamo?
Oh, I'm wearing the right shirt for that tonight. So, Eurogamer.net, it says, Rare is already immortalizing players' most memorable moments in Sea of Thieves world. This is fantastic. I love this story so much. It is so good. Kyle, did you read it?
You just take it away.
Did you?
I know
Take
how
it away.
excited
Kyle
you
didn't
are
read
about
it.
it.
Kyle didn't read it. That's what he's telling me
I
right now.
I ran out of time for this one.
He's like, I didn't read it. Why did you read the best? You didn't read the best story of the night. No. So what this is
I knew it was the best story of the night.
You're just
It was
like, I don't
about
even
Sea
need
of
to read
Thieves.
it.
Yeah.
I'm realizing now I should have posted all the photos, but you get the idea.
The photo here is one. So what they have done is pretty much they're like keeping track of all sorts of stats. I mean, all games kind of do that now, but it's just kind of crazy how granular this is. So they're keeping track of how people die.
I have a new thing to challenge.
Oh, I know, right? Like what? It's mainly about like, okay, so I'm gonna try to. I figure Kyle would have all these highlights, but now I'm gonna have to try to struggle through this. Sorry, I'm just teasing you.
No,
so this one you see is a username that little. It looks like a tombstone with the skeleton feet sticking out of it. It says Lonel Falcon or something like that.
I think it's one Falcon.
Maybe it's
think
probably
it's like
one Falcon with the lines. Anyways,
Falcon, yeah.
so it says they get the dubious honor of dying by falling from the crow's nest more than anybody else in one play session. So,
wow.
like,
so how are they going to keep this updated?
it's
though?
just I don't know. They probably have systems in place where
where
they
it
just knows. Yeah.
So there's got to be somewhere in the world where this is going to exist.
Yes.
But it's not just a.
And it'll always be there.
I imagine so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Get a
just
picture
for
taken.
like this though. I mean, it's not something that can change on all of them because like this one, in the Ferry of the
Oh, yeah.
Damned,
Yeah.
Well, it can
there
still
is
change.
Well,
I don't think
what he
this one
means
could
because
because this one was for the very first pirate to ride the Ferry of the Damned, having died a mere 7 minutes and 32 seconds into the game.
Yeah, but that'll probably reset like once the game comes out. But yeah, you're right.
Well, right, but I mean, it'll be whoever dies first in the game probably will end up there.
I don't know if they'll redo that because
guess,
they
yeah.
have.
Or maybe they'll.
I mean,
They've had such a strong
They're not gonna-
relationship with everyone in the alpha.
They're not going to keep anything from the alpha. I
You don't think
guarantee
so?
it. No, they're going to nuke that server. All that stuff's gone.
I guess
So,
I just
yeah.
assumed that this wasn't
So
like
I need
a
to die
title
immediately.
that shifts. It was more just they just added this into the world as a.
Oh, really? Like you don't think they're going to update it?
No, I thought that's what I guess I assumed when I read it, but maybe I'm totally wrong.
Oh, you
so
might be
maybe
right.
it's-
So maybe this stuff is all permanent.
I thought it was just permanent.
And
yeah.
they're going to take all of this over. So Jeremy is correct. Sorry, Jeremy. I didn't mean to. I read it differently than Trevor, but I think Trevor, it kind of makes more sense what you're saying.
Because
But
I was hoping to like
try to challenge,
Try
try to
to-
get all this
yeah,
stuff
like-
out of it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna die from the crow's nest more than this guy.
or I'm gonna try to get the longest shoot myself out of a cannon death,
Yeah.
of anyone.
There's one that someone got for swimming the longest amount in the game.
There's a bronze plaque in the Drowned Rat Tavern at Plunder Outpost.
which I was surprised it didn't have Kyle's name on it.
It should have. It was the record-breaking quantities of grog.
I am shocked it wasn't Kyle.
Yeah, I really hoped it said Whiskered Tomb 60 on there.
Good time.
There's also something that had someone who had basically warned pirates to stay away from a certain player who had sent 37 pirates to their watery grave. So yeah, I don't know. It looks like it could be something that's permanent and will be carrying over, or it may just be something that it'll restart. It doesn't really specify. I could see where you'd see that, Trevor, but at the same time, I almost read it the opposite way, that it was something that will make those stories permanent.
It could be. I don't know. I guess I just assumed it because I guess I'm used to like MMOs doing different things like immortalize different players for.
Either way, it's a funny and charming little addition to the
If
game.
it was one where you could identify locations for these and what they were, it'd give you that thing to go after, just like other
it would
types
give
of
you
stats.
specifically that.
Yeah.
thing
Well,
to
no,
go after.
there'd be a ton of
no.
people trying for specific ones, like the grog challenge. They'd just play the entire game just to get drunk.
Yeah,
Kyle.
No, Kyle already is going to do that. It's his plan already.
I love how much you emphasize this when I really didn't do all that much.
It's just if you do it at all,
It was just,
I couldn't
have someone
I couldn't
who-
just sit at the bar and just drink while you were getting all the supplies.
Yeah,
I only
mean,
had one cup
you
and
could-
then I'm done.
You could
It was
quit
just-
when you wanted to.
It was
you know?
surprising because like we'd be randomly doing things on the ship and then we just hear this.
Kyle was getting drunk.
Kyle, what are you doing?
Sometimes the voyage is really long and you need something to entertain yourself.
I guess it was no worse than like I'd be like sailing because I was generally the helmsman and I was just like, all right, guys,
Nobody liked
we
my
need to drop
helmsman.
anchor, and then I'd be like, guys, can we drop anchor?
We all
And
jumped
Jeremy
off
would
the
have already been gone. He's already halfway to the island. Eric's thinking about it.
Yeah, I think at the beginning I
Kyle's
was a little
playing his
Catalina.
accordion or whatever.
Catalina.
What else are you supposed to do when everything's been set and you're waiting for Trevor to get you there? You play music until
So,
you reach the point where Trevor says, "Drop the anchor."
I just like Taxis says in the chat, you should do a segment that combines conspiracy theories with video games. That's a very good idea. He said that's a freebie, Blue Sweater.
Why is
so
it?
I don't know. He's giving it to you for free, I guess.
Okay.
Everyone loves conspiracy and gossip in games. All right, we'll do that. We'll work on that. That's a great idea. We'll get that to you.
I do like that idea.
Trevor, come up with a conspiracy about Sea of Thieves.
Why is this my?
No, just right now on the spot.
right now?
What's
What
the
is the conspiracy? Tie it to something in the real world.
People think that.
It's a good start. People think
all right.
something. I have an emotional connection to what you just said.
ISIS
so please continue.
has been using it to recruit new followers.
Oh my gosh!
There it is.
ISIS is recruiting people
Through the Sea of
through
Thieves.
Sea of Thieves
beta.
technical
They've been
betas.
searching, and they're just like the first guy. They were just like that bloodthirsty pirate. Yeah.
So
That one,
so
yeah.
basically, all the ones where all the special challenges where they get their name in the rock for doing something super
Yeah.
devious, like jumping onto someone else's boat while they're docked at an outpost
Yes.
and pulling up their anchor and setting their sails so that it goes out to sea by itself.
Jeremy, stop
not-
talking about yourself.
All right. Let's jump
was
into
funny.
our next story. Is from IGN.com. It says the ESRB will add in-game purchases label to games following loot box controversies. So hopefully this will slow down the government a little bit
Yes,
from getting
that's the
too
hope.
involved.
Yeah, there's going to be physical labels on games that, or on. There's going to be labels on physical games that contain microtransactions. So they are going to be warning people that there are the in-game purchases stickers. What are you trying to figure out, Jeremy?
Well, you made it sound like there would be microtransactions available on like a card on the game, and I was like, wait, so if I buy the right case, I get something like a cool
No,
outfit.
you don't get anything.
And then
No.
I was like, no, that's not what you meant.
It's a warning essentially,
Yeah.
so that parents will know when a game can.
Coffee causes cancer.
When a
Thank you,
game-
California.
Sure.
Did I ruin it for you, Kyle?
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's going on right now. I don't. I'm
Jeremy's
having a Kyle
referencing
moment.
a story. From
I
a
know what he's
Tubcast
doing, but
months
nobody
ago.
out there has a clue. So just go with the story. Please continue the story.
So a new website, parenttools.org, is also launched alongside a nationwide campaign to make parents aware of the information available to them. They said they'll be expanding their efforts to educate parents about the controls currency at their disposal to manage in-game spending before their kids press start. So it's something that I think very well could be, like you said, something that may help with slowing the government from actually taking any type of action on this, because they finally have gotten the hint that they need to be policed a little bit
Yeah.
better after the whole Battlefront 2 debacle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and if they can keep the government out of this, I think that'll be good, and it'll help us preserve video games for a little while longer without them ruining it. When is this? Do we know when this takes effect, or how soon they plan on rolling
It
this out or
doesn't
anything?
specify when. It's just that they have announced that they are going to be assigning the labels to physical games. I would imagine it's going to roll out soon.
Oh, okay.
And since nobody buys physical games anymore,
That's not true.
It's kind of
That's sometimes
It's kind of
fine.
true.
I mean, I think that it's actually. I mean, it's the percentage has gone so
yeah.
high. It's
they'll have to put a special spot in all the digital stores that is like, if you enter the back room, you have the games that have microtransactions.
No, it'll just be like
You've got to be of a
It's a new
certain
genre.
age to go through.
there's swinging doors.
Swinging doors. Exactly.
it'll be just
And
like
all
any
the
other
underage kids, they keep trying to peek in there when the door swings open, but they don't get the
No.
microtransactions.
The porn section of the video store.
well,
because that's totally what it is on your iPad already. It'll have something that'll call it out.
what's on my iPad?
If you're talking about a message that says, "Hey, this has in-game purchases that you can spend money in game,"
Maybe they'll make it every time you load the game when they're
No.
doing the logos that there's this big warning, just like the do not copy.
No, they're not going to.
on movies.
The point is that you know when you buy it that this game is set up in that way. So I would imagine that any digital stuff is going to be there may be something that's a lot more obvious than you would see on like the Apple Store, but it'll be something similar to that where it shows in-game transactions or in-app purchases.
So I'm really
available.
I was curious because of what Jeremy said, because I'd looked at this a while ago, but this is even outdated. This is 2 years old. This is statistics from 2016. The most recent statistics show that 74% of games are digitally purchased.
Wow.
Yeah. That's just 2016, so I bet
Is
it's
that
even gone up.
including
That's
mobile
crazy.
games though? Because
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's
they're
including
all-
everything. PC, mobile, yeah, everything.
What was the number again?
74%
Is
so digital. Yeah.
Well, in that case, with the mobile, I'm surprised it's not higher.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying like that still go. I mean, they're still games. So
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
I mean, it's a free.
You win, Kyle.
I'm not saying. I don't like to be snobby with it. Like, but I'm thinking, I don't know.
What are you even
With
saying?
real games.
oh, I just thought you were saying that in general. I'm like, come on.
No, I'd be
Trevor.
interested to know the console.
I mean, I don't know. I could
PC
see if it
statistic.
shows.
I'm not. We don't have. We can look that up later.
I'm
but
gonna look at the statistic provides data on computer and video game sales in the United States. The format broke down of all computer and video games sold physical from according to digital data. Blah blah blah. 18 million downloads.
Because does that include your Farmville downloads on your
Well,
phone?
that's what we were just saying. Digital. That's what we just.
I'm just making sure.
That's what we just asked. Does it include that? I don't know.
Kind of zoned out because I lost track of what Trevor was trying
I'm
to say.
so bored.
So bored.
Trevor was being snotty, and I
Trevor's
just
like,
was ignoring him.
Hey guys, I'm not snotty.
But sometimes
That's where I checked
But
out
there's-
with what he was asking.
You can't.
I was like, okay, huh?
I wasn't being snotty. You can't
Dude.
physically buy games for the. You can't buy physical games for mobile. So it's a dumb statistic
Yeah.
to say, 100% of mobile games are digitally downloaded. Like, oh, great! Thanks for that.
No, false.
Super.
only 99.999% of digital games.
I prefer to get my digital games for my phone on a thumb drive, plug it into my computer, then sync my phone to that computer, and then copy the game over.
Correct.
There's that 0.001% that do that.
I don't see any. It is weird the way it states it though, because it does say, it says the number. Okay, so it says the graph illustrates the number of digital game users in the United States and provides a forecast to 2022 broken down. The number of mobile gamers in the U.S. is expected to grow by 104 million. So yes, I'm assuming that that statistic does include mobile
Because
so,
they referenced mobile.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. So, anyways, that it's interesting. I think it's. I mean, I've always had the collector mentality. Like I've loved owning games. I like having the box. I like putting it on a shelf. But I think I hit like a point in my life where I'm just sick of stuff being everywhere, and I'm just like I don't care anymore. Like I guess if I lose it all at some point, I guess that's just my luck. Maybe it would be such a relief just to lose all of my media and just be free from it.
You would want to buy it all back.
Not to have to worry about movies, and not to have to worry about video games, and not to have to worry about like any of that stuff. It would just
What
maybe it would
worry
just
do
be
you
it would be
have?
freedom. Just like having to play it. Like it's so stressful sometimes. Like to think about, oh man, I got all these games to play. You know, I should play this. I should watch that.
Because you already have them.
Yeah, like you have stuff that you haven't played or stuff you haven't
Sure.
watched.
Oh,
or
I
stuff.
don't have stuff I haven't played or haven't watched.
Yeah, so that's good, I guess. But it's just one of those things where it's like I think that some days it would just be nice to wake up and have all of it gone and just find
And it
something
just all
new.
be digital.
No, just have everything gone.
Trevor
just
had
have it
something
all wiped
like
away.
700 plus games on
Let's save
Steam
him for
that
the
he's never
apocalypse.
played.
Well, he can't play
Something
them on
like
the
that.
Apocalypse unless he's
Isn't that what
downloaded them all
Isn't that
to
what
his
it
hard
said?
drive.
I thought that's what
I have.
it was like.
a number
Over
of them.
700 you've never played.
Trevor,
I get a lot.
you
of
have a
packs.
problem.
I get a lot of the packs because I get like the humble monthly.
Trevor, this
humble
isn't it.
mumble. What?
The humble bundle.
Humble
monthly.
mumble.
No, it's fine. It's just one of those things where I don't. It's who cares.
Bumble tumble.
Let's move on to the next story. This next story comes to us from TheVerge.com. It says, bad news makes you a fake news mogul to teach you their tricks.
Yeah, there's a new game that is coming out called Bad News, and it's a Twine-style game that will start you out at a company, and you essentially are trying to get people to buy into your fake news. There's different things that you can do that at one point you'll be given like a traditionally left-wing angle. Good choice after you decide to attack big corporations for corruption, and then it'll say, but you could have gone with the right-wing angle just as well. It doesn't matter. Choose a side and demoralize your target as much as possible. Which essentially the idea behind this game is to kind of
game of life?
show everybody the tricks of what's being done with misinformation and whatnot, and try to help people decipher what actually is something that is specifically trying to
Okay,
push.
I'm
How
just
do you
going to
win
say
the game?
this game already worked on me because I was scrolling through the story and there was a big ad in the middle of the story that I didn't realize was a screenshot for the game, and I kept trying to click it to get through to read the article that says, new deadly dog disease discovered, don't let your children near. And I kept clicking it.
That's hilarious.
And it wouldn't go through the news article. What is it? And it's just a
Know
screenshot
about the deadly dog.
of the game.
I didn't realize that was. I thought that was just an ad. That I was
know.
like, I'm not clicking on that.
Wait,
I don't
wait,
care.
wait.
And I kept clicking it
Wait.
over.
You click on ads in stories?
If it's
On
about
the
a deadly
internet?
dog
If it's
disease
about
that
a
could hurt
deadly-
your children,
Yeah. Why not? I like to
'Cause
read
you
it.
can never trust those things.
Oh, I don't
love
read
the
it to
ones-
get information. I usually just read it to go, that's screwed.
I love the ones
that's
that
dumb.
say, did you hear about the new law in your town?
Yeah.
Gosh, I hate those.
I just click on them to go like, oh, no, that's not real. It's fun
Yeah.
to read them.
I thought that was an ad in the middle. I didn't look at it, but I thought it
just
was
looked
an
like
ad
a
too.
bad
Yeah.
ad. I wanted to click it.
That makes it funny.
Yeah, I want to play this game now.
Click on the GMC truck one. Is that
No,
a real ad?
I'm not going to
I'm
click on
kidding.
that.
Yeah, so the
That's not
It's
interesting.
real.
It's not trying to
Oh,
trick
my
me.
truck.
Other than it says power like a pro, and it's really like, hey, you got small genitals? Buy one of these. That's what this ad says to me.
exactly.
And then drive past people and give them a smug look for going slower than you.
Get out of my way.
and
Yeah,
then like
but don't worry.
tailgate people so much.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we don't know how to use turning signals either.
Get the new bro version. It doesn't even have turning signals.
It's funny because like as a side note, I drive a Jeep. If you don't know, it's a Jeep.
Douche. No, I'm just
But like, see, like that's the thing though. I'm very careful. Like I try and park very carefully because I know although it's kind of small, it's like very short, and so I try and be very careful. I try not to perpetuate the that stereotype.
Oh, I thought
Fun-
you had a. I
fun-
thought you had a point.
Fun
Like,
fact.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, it's just a stupid little side note. I don't know.
So you don't purposely park on the curb because you can.
Oh, sometimes I do that.
Like, oh, there's a rock. Let me go park on that.
I will sometimes. That's just cool though.
So this is pretty much just like a mobile game where you're gonna be the proprietor of a fake news.
So is this
Yeah, I don't know if it's
organization?
going to be just mobile or not. It doesn't specify, or I didn't see in here which format it's going to be in, but it does say you start with a small time Twitter account, slowly build followers by feeding their appetite for fear and anger, while deflecting fact checkers, criticism, and muddling straightforward issues with minimal plausible conspiracy theories.
How is Twitter going to allow them to?
because
It's a
if you-
game.
it's a game.
It's not a real thing. It doesn't go to a real
No,
Twitter.
it doesn't matter though. It's if they're calling it Twitter
I don't know.
in the
It's the
game.
It's the
It
internet.
won't be
You're gonna
Twitter. I mean, you look at the screenshot there, and it's Donald
Says,
J.
"Tweet
Trump.
this.
It says Donald J. Trump.
Maybe it's called
TRUNP.
Yeah, but you can still tweet it, and then that's probably like you could tweet it to your real account if you wanted to tweet
That
your funny.
actually would make it worth it.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
That
just
might-
tweet the funny screenshot. It's
I
not
know.
gonna.
I'd play the game just so I could tweet those.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So then
Jeremy's
it's
going to play the game in real life.
Let's see how many real people.
Oh
I
wait,
can
I
track.
just.
He already does, doesn't he?
No.
It's called trolling. They see me trolling.
Actually, I think it's a
I think it is an
just a-
in-browser game.
in-browser game. It looks like you can play it now.
I just
So-
like taxes. He said games targeted towards politics have never been good, to be honest. I kind of would agree generally, except I would say
Papers, Please.
Papers, Please.
is a very
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
political game that's very good.
and
That
that was
game's
a
really good.
fantastic game.
It's like-
I
I
there was
guess.
a short film recently that was released
Yeah.
about that too.
Well, and then I would also say I've been playing recently too. Bury Me, My Love was actually
It's
pretty political too.
Oh,
so
man, that's a good game.
that is really good.
I want to talk to you after the show about your ending.
Yes,
because I
yes.
can't. I know we don't want to spoil it, but
Yeah.
it's a mobile game. Get it.
He
It's
got
fun.
the boop, 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 boop ending.
Hey, Kuipers,
Yeah.
how's life over there?
It's going all right.
Okay. Hey, would you mind traipsing across in front of the camera to get me a Diet Coke?
All right.
I would greatly
You get me-
appreciate
I'll
it.
take something too.
I'll take a something 3.
What was that?
That was a.
You went too fast. You
turkey
didn't get to
chicken
see it.
walk?
It's like a weird turkey chicken. Yeah. Diet Coke.
Gosh, I was a little afraid you were going to fall over.
I know.
I'll take a live wire.
A live wire.
I'll take
Trevor's
a
got
green
a death
one.
wish.
Yeah.
Unless there's a purple one.
There's a light green one.
there a
and
purple
there's
one?
A silver one.
Is there a purple one?
Silverdew. Okay, can we just pick a drink?
I don't
This is
see-
taking
That's what I
up
said.
way too much time.
don't see
Just
a
give
purple
him
one.
whatever thing he
Like
wants.
a
Yeah.
grape one.
Yes, that's a
Oh.
purple one,
Like the
isn't it?
stock market. I'll take it.
I'll
Thank
take
you,
a
Kuipers.
purple drink. Thank you, Captain America.
I like that thumbs up as you turned.
It's very
professional.
He's very professional. Keep up the good work. We got one last story for you. This one also, surprise, surprise, comes from IGN.com, the video gaming news website. It says, SNACKADE is a magical video game art project that dispenses snacks in real life.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games that they're set up with.
There's one trick to being me, to hosting this show. Co-hosting, don't get triggered, Jeremy, to co-hosting this show is
Hosting.
never read the headlines beforehand. So we read them as you go, and you're like, I'm gonna just make out the intonation as I go
In here.
I don't know where the pauses go. There's no commas.
There's no commas in this.
in
so
the
it's
headlines. So it could be
just
like
one straightforward.
SNACKADE is a magical video game art project that dispenses snacks in real life. So that could be the headline.
You're gonna start doing a Christopher Walken impression.
No,
video.
Please don't. Please don't.
SNACKADE. Some magic video.
Okay, so it's a video game that gives you food.
Something that they set up, and I believe it is in Australia for some event that was there. They've thought about potentially taking this abroad and wanting to have this on the road. What they do is they've got a bunch of classic video games, ranging from Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Super Mario, and as you are going through and playing the game, there is someone behind the wall that is feeding
That's no
candy and
fun. They got a person behind the wall. They can't make it automated. It can't be a real game where something triggers in the game.
You ruined the magic for Jeremy.
Oh, why didn't you just not tell me it was a
magic's not
person?
there.
Okay, so I got to tell a story real quick. It's very similar to this. When I was in the 3rd grade, we had to do a project and make like some sort of a futuristic contraption. And I got to say, this is a very unhumble brag. I made the dumbest thing ever, but my classroom was just astonished by it. I took this box, wrapped it in tinfoil, put a little slot in the front where you could stick these note cards in it, and I had written out sentences on it already on a stack of cards, and then I had my mom record on a tape recorder, like an old school like cassette tape recorder. Sure. Hey, say these sentences, Mom. And closed up the box, took it to school, and I was like, okay, so I made this machine that when you put these index cards in here, it'll read the sentences on the cards. And the kids were like, that doesn't work. That's dumb.
Did you do them in order or something?
Yeah, I had them in order and ready to go. And so I was like, I'd give them a card and they'd read it and they'd like stick it in there and I'd like hit play from the back and they'd hear my mom's voice come out of the box reading the thing. So technically what I'm saying is my mom was the first Siri. So there you go. But it was just funny because the kids would just be like, how is that working? And they'd try to look behind the box and everything.
Wouldn't that be an OCR scanner?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, because that's just text recognition, so it doesn't read
You'd have to have that, and then
Well,
it would
I
have
know.
to have Siri.
Yeah,
Then,
but I'm just saying the voice part. That's anyways. But yeah, it was just
Eric invented the first iPhone.
Yeah, it's me. Screw you, Steve Jobs.
It was
Sue
portable
'em.
because you brought it to school.
I hope you're having fun burning in fruitarian hell. Yeah, he only ate fruit. You didn't know that? That's why he got pancreatic cancer. Anyways,
There's a lot of weird things.
So yeah, this is something that they, as you go through the game, for like Pac-Man, there's M&Ms that come through for every dot that you eat as Pac-Man. A marshmallow for any of the villains that you eat, and then for the larger dots, it's like golden chocolate coins that'll come out.
This sounds like a horrible job for somebody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be like, I have to put M&Ms for every single one they eat on Pac-Man.
Yeah, they said
gosh.
we've set up
I didn't play that
SNACKADE
game just because I knew there was a person behind there having to feed it.
Just like test them and like go back and forth.
Nope, didn't eat that one. So it's a conveyor belt, right?
Yeah.
So he just has to place it on there.
Just
now.
place it on there. Yeah, and then you have somebody, either a friend or an onlooker or one of the staff people that would stand there with the net holding it underneath.
Like
to
the internet?
Catch. No, the
see
net.
how
The
they-
lady has a net.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a
holding
net
the
that she is
internet.
holding to catch all
She
the
holds a
candy.
laptop
Yeah.
below it to catch the candy in.
Yeah, and like there's
So that's
some
what
games
you win is real
yeah,
snacks.
you win
Yeah.
real snacks.
Yeah, that'd never work in the U.S. They'd say they'll say video games are making kids fat.
Yeah. Well,
On top of making them kill people.
yeah, murder and fatness. You know, you can blame everything on video games.
Yeah.
Really. Everything goes back to
My
video
kid's
games.
dumb.
STDs.
Video games.
Video game.
Yeah. Yeah, my kid's pregnant. Video games. Video games taught you how to do the sex stuff. Now they're pregnant.
It's true. There's a lot of sex in video games, so we should just outlaw them so that
Video
people
games.
stop having sex.
Video games. If we got rid of video games, it would be like the
Yeah.
ultimate contraceptive, Jeremy. Stop shaking
Yeah.
your head in confusion. You're not that
No, I
perplexed.
People are learning
I was-
how to
I
have
was putting
sex
together
because they're playing
all-
video games.
I was putting together all these leftist ideals and then going, wait,
Oh, boy.
but they'd want them to have more sex, just protected.
Who does? Do you think that you? I love the idea that Jeremy thinks that,
always the
that, that the
leftists.
wait. No, I just,
No, no,
this,
I'm not
this
saying
is
that they
interesting.
want them
the
to,
left
that they
wants,
want to allow
wants
them
children
to.
to have more sex. That's Jeremy's perspective on the left. So provide them with the utensils, because that's what they're called.
I think they already have those.
Oh yeah, provide them with the dish towels. I don't know. I don't know where this analogy / metaphor is going.
So as you're playing a game, whenever there is something that happens, if it was at the SNACKADE, then there would be like what contraceptives that would come out or something.
It's
That
just,
would be an interesting.
It's funny you mentioned this because I guess Infamous Second Son, I think one of the you could get like a pre-order package that had condoms in it.
oh really?
Or no, it was like at a game. I think it was the GameStops, like in England or in
Oh,
Australia or something like that. They were giving
probably
away
Australia.
That's funny.
condoms away with the game, and they were licensed condoms. You know, Infamous.
It's a really good idea. Obviously,
is a good
video
idea.
games promote
Yeah.
sexual intercourse.
Everything.
And everything else. Yes. So I'm glad we figured that out.
The world would be a better place
Anyways.
if we got rid of video games.
Where's this at again? Where do I got to go to play
This
the
was in
fun
Australia.
candy?
It was,
Australia.
it was set up at the Sugar Mountain Festival in Melbourne, Australia.
Not a real thing.
They said that the team wants to take it on the road. So who knows?
That's
they
like
said,
that's just like a I don't know, like a fever dream of like someone on acid out
Or-
in a desert.
Candy.
He's like sees a hill in the distance. It's like Sugar Mountain.
oh, I thought you meant like a fever dream of like going on the road. I was like,
No, that's not a fever dream. I'm leaving tomorrow.
where are we going?
on
I'm
a
going
jet
to Australia
plane.
to play this game. I
Oh,
want
okay.
candy.
I got a passport. I think.
Actually, you know, I've got
I'll
children
be
at home.
back
I could
again.
probably just be like, all right, I'm going to play Donkey Kong. Every time I collect a banana, I just want you to peel a banana, shove it down my mouth. Okay, here we go. Blip, blip, blip,
Do that for
blip.
diarrhea. That'd be great.
You'd
So,
probably
yeah.
have to buy a real big bag of banana flavored runts for that.
I would
Ooh,
choke.
Banana candy is amazing.
Ew,
I
banana
like
candy
banana
is
candy.
disgusting.
So good.
I don't like
You do know it was an actual banana
don't
flavor. right?
Stop. Let's not have this conversation again. I regret the day I brought that topic up on this show. Because ever since then, it gets regurgitated back at me like it's an original thought from you guys.
Hey, Eric,
you
did you
know.
You know, guys, I just want everyone to be clear. Eric has made every original thought on this
Yes.
show.
No. I
We're all
definitely-
just mimics.
I've definitely
think you
never
just-
heard
I'm
that.
talking about the
Jeremy.
banana thing specifically, Jeremy. And you know
Jeremy's
good and
triggered.
well.
I've never heard that before. Before that, yeah, I never heard
I-
that a million times on the internet.
You've never heard that I've never heard it on the internet, but that's. I
I
actually.
think I heard it here first.
yeah, you
Now
heard
that
it
you
here
remind me.
first.
I heard it in this
Apparently,
box.
I'm just an internet
I
deep
heard it in this
diver.
box at a science fair. It was this lady's voice.
I mean, it was factual then. So, anyways, bananas. Yes, they're yellow. All right, let's go into our next scheduled segment.
New month, more free games.
I dislike tax that says glad fall guy acknowledges truths.
Of course he does.
You mime. Yeah. All right. So we got some free games of the month. This first one for games with gold that will be available tomorrow through the 1st. Tomorrow being March 1st through the 30th. Jeremy is going to love this one if he hasn't already played it. Trials of the Blood Dragon.
Why?
Because it's Trials.
Because there's a bicycle the guy's on?
Jeremy,
It's
it's
official,
Trials.
Well, of course that will be cool.
I like how you deny it at first.
Why
would I like it?
there's a fossil fueled vehicle in it.
Just because? No, Jeremy
Does it
loves
go
the Trials
vroom,
series.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why it has.
It's a Blood Dragon tie-in.
Blood Dragon
Far
was
Cry.
a tie-in
Why does
from
it
Far
have
Cry.
Master Chief in the background?
Because he's trying to kill the Blood Dragon because he's tired of its candied blood,
I just like
making the
Texas.
children fat.
But they're using
Sorry.
super soakers.
It's fine.
Oh. Because it's fire.
What were you going to say, Trevor?
So I just like Texas asked me Blue Christmas Sweater. Do you watch anime? No, anime sucks.
There you go. Anyways.
No, I don't. Like
Wow,
anime,
Trevor
honestly.
just triggered a large number of people.
No, I don't like anime.
There you have it.
All right, next one. March 16th through April 15th on Xbox One. Super hot.
Super.
If you haven't played that game and you have Games with Gold, go get it
It's pretty.
as soon as it's available. And then for the 360 and Xbox One, March 1st through 15th is Brave the video game. And then the 16th through the 30th on Xbox One and 360 is Quantum Conundrum, which I have no idea what that's even about, but I'm guessing it's science-y.
I think it was a launch title.
For Xbox 360.
I think so. I might be wrong.
Okay.
I don't know.
I played it on PS3 before. It's basically like
Oh,
you
never
can
mind.
you can change like the physics of the room. That it's like everything's heavy, everything's light, everything's in slow mo.
Oh, it's kind of fun sounding.
Cool.
Is that on Xbox 360?
It's on 360 and Xbox One, and it's available 16th through the 31st.
These are all the free games
These
that
are
you
the
get
free
with
games.
your gold
if
subscription.
you have gold subscription.
Okay.
So for
you keep 'em
PlayStation
forever.
Plus's games, which Kuipers now is able to get a hold of, Bloodborne for PlayStation 4, Ratchet and Clank for PlayStation 4, Legend of K for PlayStation 3, Mighty Number 9 for PlayStation 3 with cross-buy with PlayStation 4. So I'm guessing that means that you can play that on
You get both of
PlayStation
them.
4. Okay. Claire Extended Cut for PS Vita, also with cross-buy for PlayStation 4. And then Bombing Busters for Vita and cross-buy with PlayStation 4. They also announced that this next year will be the last time that PlayStation 3 and Vita will be getting the free games.
Wait, so
next
2018?
So
That's
2019, in March of 2019, they will no longer be providing a free games for Vita and PlayStation 3. It'll all be PlayStation 4 at that
Probably
point.
because they're running out of Vita games to give away.
Yeah.
Probably.
They're like, we've already given. We plan on giving every video game away by the end of this year, basically.
Earlier when Trevor said he hates anime, and Kyle said you've triggered a bunch of people. I dislike taxes. Would like us to know that there's nobody watching but him and a couple other people, so you couldn't have triggered too many
That's
people.
true. But there are people that listen to this on the audio and then watch it on
Hundreds.
on YouTube. Hundreds.
And by hundreds, I mean at least 100.
So
Yes.
what are you saying? I should say a bunch of mean things about anime? Why I hate it?
Yeah, that's true. It's you hate it because of waifus.
Yeah. You perverts.
There's your free games of the month.
That happened.
They're the moistest games you can get on the internet. I'm glad we were able to provide this service for you.
Ronan the Wanderer is triggered.
Again. All right, let's dive into that mailbag.
Check unheard messages.
Emails, voicemails, or DMs. We want to hear from you.
Mailbox number, please.
It's mail time.
First message.
First message, 0. There's none. Mailbox is empty.
Nobody likes to talk video games with us.
Inbox is empty.
Maybe they hear it all here first.
I mean,
and
there's
they're
just
like,
nothing else to talk about. We just cover it all. If you want to send us an email, you can send it to theloop@minuteatub.com. And we will read that here on the air, or you can give us a phone call and leave a voicemail. You tried calling, I Dislike Taxes said. Did you leave a voicemail? Or did we forget to turn the voicemail back on after the call-in
The
show?
voicemail is on because we've had them since.
All right, call 475-TUB-CALL. That's 475-TUB-CALL. So you call, leave a message. We don't do live calls. We did that for our Christmas special. Got a little dicey. You can watch that on YouTube, though, if you want to hear some things. Was it a Google Voice? It is a Google Voice, yes. So you can call, leave a voicemail. Cutting out and freezing. Are we in the red, Kuipers?
We're in the green right now, at least.
Okay.
What's that area code again?
Sorry. 475 Tub Call.
Tub Call.
There's
I
a
got
phone
the
number.
numbers in there for you if you're in the chat.
Put it in your phone,
882-2255.
and then
Save it, and then anytime you got something you want to say,
just
call
call
us.
it and be like, I have a gaming question.
Save it as Dim Tub Guys.
Dem Tub Guy.
All right. Well, before we end the show, we have to do this. This is just, we're obligated because of the generosity of all of our Patreon peeps. These are the lovely ladies and gentlemen who give of their financial earnings. They give us money, that is, at patreon.com/minuteintub. And we want to give them, a shout out here on the show, put their name in shining Patreon coral, just as an acknowledgement of gratitude. We are incredibly thankful for, their employment. And that they use that employment to make money and then give us a portion of that money to make us feel special. But we do have Comic-Con coming up, and we got a lot of other events coming up, so we do...
Gonna cost the moolah.
Yeah, we're gonna need some money, so we appreciate any money you can give to us so we can make these events happen and work out. So stay tuned for any other further announcements about that. That's
Continue building our
It's in July,
community
right?
Here, yeah,
July.
it's in July, and it's going to be a blast. If you are in the area or
you would like to
or
travel.
you want to travel to see
Meet
us
us in person.
Imagine
we
summer
are-
camp,
Hug
but everybody's
Trevor.
dressed up like nerds, or like nerdy characters, robots, and like
And pork chos.
and pork nachos is the best.
Are you going to dress as pork chos this year, Trevor?
They're not.
Maybe.
Do it.
Isn't it going to be in a new location? I don't think there'll be. Anyway,
Oh no.
Wait, there's gonna be. Is that a new location?
I thought so.
No.
No,
It's still the same
oh, thank
place.
heaven.
I thought
Yes.
they were going to move.
Oh, man.
Nope.
they're not gonna
Poor
move.
pork
They talked
chos.
to-
Oliver already has his 3-day passes.
Yes.
Way to go.
See, and then you can come and see us. I think
Hopefully
we're
be there. I
we're
mean,
trying to
be
do.
there.
No, we'll be there. We'll be there. We're trying to get another live show set up. So
Yeah, a live show as in live there in that room.
yes, live
So
in the room.
So
Yeah.
you can be there to watch
There
that.
was a request to do that nipple piercing. I'm just throwing that out.
Are you
there.
going to do it this year?
No.
Okay.
He did when I did email him this week asking about some of that stuff. He did mention
You
that
just
the
said
guy that runs the
con.
convention.
Show.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
he
he's
said
not a con.
No, but
no, he's not. No,
He runs
But
the con.
he said I still laugh at the wanting to get a nipple piercing. So we left a lasting impression on him.
So, anyways, yeah, there's a lot of that, and I mean, check out if you're interested in what we do at the Comic-Con. We publish a lot of content from that. We have at least 4 or 5 videos from last year and
We're
multiple
hoping to-
videos from the previous year.
Hoping to do a little more this year as far as like getting some guests, interviews lined up. It was something that last year was the first time that we had a booth. So we didn't really know all the ins and outs. This year we're hoping to expand what we did last time. And
Trevor's looking forward to
Were you looking
being
at some of the big
spanked by a
names
celebrity.
no, I was
there?
just going to put the link in the
Is there
chat.
some big
Trevor's
names already announced?
Trevor's looking forward to being spanked by a celebrity. That's there's a link. So I mean we're promoting it a little bit early, but hey,
Yeah. We're excited about it.
yeah.
We love
Well,
we
people
love
have
that.
to get their travel plans in
and
place.
yeah.
So take the weekend off and join us at Comic-Con 2018. I think that about does it for our show this evening.
Yeah. We did it.
If you liked it, click the heart. Subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/minuteintub. Go to our website, see what's there at minuteintub.com. There's some old shows and things like that. I think that's about it. Follow us on Twitter. Twitter.com/minuteintub.
Do it.
And then you can see all of our individual handles on Twitter. Follow us there. join us
Feel
for
free
a
to
good
stalk us there
fight.
if you want
Yeah.
to.
Uh-huh. Like us on Facebook, Minute Tub Facebook page. We got a lot of likes on that page, so I mean, be part of the thousands
Follow us on
that like us on Facebook.
Instagram.
Take
too.
that, I dislike taxes. We have like over 3,100 likes on Facebook, and we feel special about it.
We do.
So special.
So, I think that does it. Did I forget anything?
I don't think so.
All right, everybody. It's been a lovely evening. I can't wait to join you tomorrow night for the Tubcast. Go to tubcast.tub/bath to watch our show tomorrow night. It's totally no boosted. It's not actually.
Actually, it's not.
Those are all earned likes on
100%
Facebook.
organic.
Yes.
Yes, they were organic.
We shared memes on there, and some of our memes went viral, so that's why we got them.
Anytime we've tried to to boost it, has done nothing.
Yeah, it
So,
doesn't work. No boosting. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all tomorrow night for the Tubcast, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good night.
Bye.
Love y'all.